Hey guys, finally the preview for the Pumas versus the Sharks, actually game 2 of the weekend. The Pumas pulled the Jake White, or I don't know really, they just announced the team today, a day before the game. So finally I can see the team and make a proper prediction. Going into the game, it's Mbombela Stadium, so again in Nelspruit. Last week they almost upset the Stormers over there. So Rasta Rashavenga, he's the referee for that one. The Pumas actually have a good history against the Sharks. I think it's the best history they have against any major team in South Africa. So Sharks fans, you might be a little bit stressed for this one coming up. If you do look at the squads, before I get into that, the Pumas have been in great form. I've been surprised by how they have played so far. So getting into the two squads, that front row has been scrumming really well. Hendricks does come in now. Kramer and then Leroux, I thought they've been scrumming pretty well. Leroux, he's been good at line-out time as well for his two second rowers. Then at number 2 for the Sharks, Jooste comes in. I thought his throwing has been a little bit better so far this season. Meyer, he comes in at number 3. Joining Oxenche, so their front row is a little bit changed for this week, so we'll see how they go there. In the second row, JJ van der Merwe, he comes in as just a rotational policy up against a pretty good second row combination. I thought they've been doing pretty well this season. But the thing is, Hiron Andrews a very formidable force when it comes to line-out jumping. Then in the flankers, you'll see Richardson at number 6. Odd position for him to be in. Henko Venter at number 7, and then Buthelezi, he is playing at number 8 for a change, not at number 7. His actual position is number 8, so we'll see what he can do at that position. At number 6, 7 and 8, all of them have been exciting so far this season for the Pumas. I thought Kleinhans was a little bit better last week than we've seen of him so far this season. Engelbrecht, he's doing his thing, just having powerful runs and big tackles. And then Rudolph, he was in great form last week with great runs all over the park, but I'll talk about that now. Getting into the number 9s, Gunter Smits versus Nohamba. It's two guys that's very busy around the edges of the rucks. Then we get to number 10s, Cohen Bosch versus Bosov. Unfortunately, Fouchier is injured. It's probably going to be a pretty long injury for him, so we'll not see him for quite a while. I did like how he has been playing so far this season, and he's been doing really well so far. He is a very good distributor of the ball and very solid when it comes to the tee. Getting to the number 12 and 13, the Pumas have been doing really well. I thought Wayne van der Bank, he gets those gaps all the time. I thought last week he made a lot of meters as well. He's up against Marius Lowe, who has very good defense, and as well, he's a very good defensive organizer. Erich Groenier, he will try and disrupt that defense as well. But getting back to John Ray Rudolph, I can promise you he is going to target the channel of Bosch and Lowe to get in between them. I think he went in between the number 10 and 12 last week of the Stormers 3 times, successfully breaking tackles there, and tries just came from there. He will do that this week again. He's just very good at running in that line. Getting out wide, Neil Maritz and Etienne Taljaard, they've been in pretty good form so far for the Pumas. Sabu Nkosi and Tambwe, two guys that are now both back from their injuries. Both of them were in good form in the start of the year in this Super Rugby, so they are back, and let's see if they can get back to their main form. Moni Libok at number 15, being that second playmaker in the team. It's just one problem with him in the squad. Then they do have Bosch and Libok, both of them not being the best tacklers, so they do have a tendency to slip a couple of tries, and that is what happened against the Bulls. That's why the Bulls did score more than 27 points against them, or won by that far. Devin Williams, he's been exciting so far. Last week he made a little bit of a mistake, or a couple of times where he was almost charged down, so he will have to look at that, because the Sharks will try and put him under pressure again with those clearance kicks. On the bench, Kieran van Vieren, he is at number 16. He is up against Janse van Rensburg. Then two other forwards replacements for the Pumas, also new in their side. Their bench has been lacking a little bit of firepower. Neil Marais, he's been in good form. I actually thought he would take over the reins at number 10 this week. He is still on the bench, probably as that number 10-12 cover for them. For the Sharks, they have Bolly still in there. Then they have Kumbarai, who is making his debut, I think he did moved to them last year, but it is his first game for them. Jeremy Ward and then Jarpenke, he is also going to continue after making his debut last week. Guys, it's a difficult one. The Pumas, they are in great form. Last week they showed what they can do against a big team. They showed that they can actually upset a team. I don't think they will just surprise the Sharks like the Stormers were surprised last week. So the Sharks will be more prepared for them this time around. They do have a very good attack. They will probably exploit that gaps that will inevitably be caused by Bosch. So I think there's a couple of tries in this one. The Sharks do remain favorites though, always, and I do think they will win by 10 points. Guys, let me know your prediction for this game down in the comments below. Also, check out any of these videos next to me, and then I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.